for sports with Tom Wylie.
Well, welcome back. To be a team roper takes patience, precision, and a whole lot of heart and determination. One Lewistown cowboy may have more of all of that than anyone we've ever met.
Okay.
On a ranch just outside of Hobson, team roper Sean Tater Erickson and his star header, Carson Patton, are preparing for Sunday's Roy Rodeo.
Okay, you ready to do this? Are we going to get fired up and rope good?
Steers are loaded, the gates open,
Ride, Allie, ride!
and the duo takes off on run after run after run. Not everyone is successful. In fact, most, and without a catch. But there's no place that either of them would rather be.
And everybody knows I'm a very good round champion rider. This is my big part of my life.
Carson Patton was born with Down syndrome. Nevertheless, he dreams of being a world champion roper.
Okay, not so hard. Slow it down a little bit.
Something that seemed impossible before he started competing in the Special Olympics.
Well, it really started with my wife, Erlana, and her being with Special Olympics and being that's just kind of a gift that we like to give and to work with. And it started to show up that Carson started to really rise to the top, and he liked being with us and liked being around us, and he started coming out to our 4-H events. He started coming out to our roping events, and every challenge we put in front of Carson, he was able to overcome.
Because I love cowboys. I get along with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody gets along with me.
Carson took to roping quickly.
There you go.
When he falls,
Oh, hang on, cowboy.
he gets back up.
Yeah, you did good, though. You almost got him there.
When he fails, he tries again. And after graduating from roping on the ground to catching hot heels, Carson looped his first live steer last week.
You caught him. Good job. Now we got that out of the way.
And you could bet he let everyone know about it.
And when he caught it, and it was finally a real live steer, it was really emotional at that time. And then when he hollered at my father-in-law, and he hollered clear across the arena, said, "Mr. Mickelson, I caught my first steer." Oh man, the waterworks came at that time.
I proud myself. I got one to get everybody happy, and my family and my friends.
And of course, no championship roper is complete without a world-class horse. And the Patton family found one when they purchased Casper.
Casper and me are friends. He doesn't get in trouble with me. And also he likes to lope. And he loves to go after the calves.
The progress in the saddle gave Tater an idea.
We just kind of got this harebrained idea that if he kept roping and he would keep going after this, and it started on the ground and then went to the hot heels, and then it started going after live cattle, that if he'd keep working at it, me and him would enter Roy Rodeo. And I said, now if we're going to enter with full fees and everything. And so we were able to talk to the Roy Rodeo Committee and to say, hey, we don't want a whole bunch of special treatment.
The Roy Rodeo is a community event. You won't see many stars and the payouts aren't big, but for Carson, it might as well be the NFR.
I just got one steer, then I was proud of myself. I can get one in Roy. I can be a grand champion, can count my money.
Yeah, that's his goal. This is his world championship. The Roy Rodeo is his world championship. So yeah, he's pretty confident he's going to catch it and win it, and whether he does or not, he's still going to be really proud and really happy.
That's for certain, because Carson is happiest when he's on a horse.
Fly like the wind, bullseye.
He really doesn't have any disabilities. When I look at somebody with a disability, there's something they can't do, and we honestly haven't seen anything he can't do right now. And he's got more heart and more determination and more focus than anyone I've seen.
Tom Wylie.
Last week, MTN shared the story of Carson Patton, a Lewistown cowboy with Down syndrome who dreamed of competing as a team roper. And on Sunday in central Montana, this incredible athlete got his chance.
It was a special kind of Father's Day at the 65th Annual Roy Open Rodeo.
Tipped into his hand a little bit.
Dads roped with sons, families bonded, but the crowd seemed slightly bigger than normal. Many turned out to see Carson Patton, a star header from Lewistown competing in his first rodeo. Carson's family and his team roping partner Tater Erickson, they're a ball of nerves.
And all my wonderful friends kept telling me, they said, hey, just make sure you don't miss, right? And I was like, thanks. I didn't have enough pressure now. Now I really have the pressure.
I was a little nervous. I videoed the sky and the mountains and, you know, kind of jumped around.
And though those around him are worried about what might happen, Carson is solely focused on the task at hand.
Ride to the steer and then throw.
And his friends and fellow competitors wish him luck. This cowboy is locked in.
Very awesome today.
Listen, today was the most calm I've seen him all week, right? He knew when to bring it down. That's a true competitor.
The chutes are loaded and Carson and Tater enter the box.
And one of the things that really was special in the whole thing is when I looked from the healing box and seen all the real cowboys, every one of them had come up to see what Carson was doing. And no other event had they done that.
And just like that, it's time. A quick nod of the head.
Big nod.
And they're off.
Okay, Carson! Turn around!
Little red loop.
Get it behind him.
Slip in there behind him.
Oh.
This run ends without a catch, but that's beside the point.
I love you, man.
Carson stood tall in the saddle and competed against several professionals and champions. And that's a dream come true.
Did you make everybody proud? Yes, you did.
I'm very proud of my horse.
Yeah.
And of course, the Roy Rodeo Committee wouldn't let him leave the arena without a belt buckle to commemorate the true champion that Carson is.
The buckle is the coolest buckle. The buckle, the grand champion.
It was just a culmination of something we've been building on for almost 3 years to get to this point, and just to watch that progression to move through each stage. And he did have to, we didn't give it to him at all, but here's a whole community that got behind this young man and helped him fulfill his dream. And that's what this is about.
And given what day it was, Carson dedicated this performance to a very proud dad.
Hey, Father, I want to say thank you for taking me hunting and take me to rodeo.
Never had a Father's Day quite like this. So sometimes God gives you what you need, and I really think the things that we're seeing and the things that happen now are really the product of just doing those little things right and believing.
Time now for sports with Tom Wylie.
In July, we shared with you the story of Carson Patton, the Lewistown cowboy who won't let a disability get in his way of being a world champion roper. The story caught the attention of several of rodeo's biggest stars, which led to this incredible moment in Great Falls.
Shane Hanchey is no stranger to success. He's a 7-time NFR qualifier and a world champion tie-down roper who's made millions in prize money over his career.
Congratulations, Shane Hanchey.
But even he was humbled when he learned about a cowboy from Montana named Carson.
What stuck out to me was his determination, that he was going to for sure get it done. And you know, that was during our busiest time of the year. I think that aired probably around July 4th or something around there, and that's when we're blowing and going, and you know, to watch that as going down the road, you know, in the passenger seat as the miles went by, it made you realize, you know, that this is what we're doing it for. It's not for necessarily the fame or the fortune, so to say, but it's to make kids' dreams come true, and to watch Carson, you know, do what he did in the team roping pen that just lit everybody up that was in the truck. Give me some. Good job.
Shane reached out to Carson and his family, and on Thursday at the Big Sky Pro Rodeo, champion met champion.
There you go. Good swing. Yes, sir.
In the last few years, Carson has learned how to team rope and steer wrestle, so Shane set out to teach him how to rope calves.
He had told me today when we were watching Slack that he wasn't much of a calf roper, but I told him that was going to change after today.
On Saturday, I'll be here with tie-down roping with those calves that big boys are. Then I'll be a national champion rider on the Gold Buckle National Championship tie-down roper. Everybody will be so proud.
And as usual, Carson caught on quickly.
Yes, sir. Got him. There you go. There we go. Yes, sir. There it is. That's a good head loop, buddy.
The truth is, Carson and Shane aren't so different. They both have their name on a trailer, they both have championship belt buckles, and they'll both stop at nothing to be the best that they can be.
You know, that's one thing that I think the outside world don't realize is that all it takes is a little bit of determination and a little bit of hard work, and you can get to wherever you want to be in life. And so Carson wants to be at the NFR, and so, you know, it makes me smile just thinking about it, just his hard work and determination and, you know, his success that'll follow.
Thanks to folks like Shane that believe in Carson's dream, that world championship belt buckle gets closer every single day.
NFR is almost there. I'll be with someone I know about team roping, tie-down roping, everything. Then everybody will come in, give me a lot of hugs.
This is the final round. Let's see what you got.